so we've been talking about food for a little while. Anyone go to any fun restaurants recently? Anyone order pizza? Remember we learned how to order pizza? Yes, good. The cameraman ordered pizza. So, okay. So we're continuing now with talking about food, but now we're going to get into things that you are going to have in the supermarket, right? So, how many of you shop for food as well? Yeah. So yeah, food is something that you need to eat to survive. So we're going to talk about a couple of different categories of food. Okay. So up top you can see these are fruits. Okay. We've got apples and bananas. Okay. Can we say those real quick? So we have, what kind of fruits do we have? Apples, bananas. Yeah, just two examples there. Okay. Let's see here. Next one. Okay, so then we have vegetables. Okay. Vegetables. And under here we've got two examples. Here we've got carrot or carrots and onion or onions. Yeah. We said carrots.
Carrots.
Okay, and onion? Onions. Good, okay. Next one. So this one I took a little liberty in the middle one, but it works. Desserts. Desserts, yeah. So we have cake. Who likes cake? Anyone? Yeah, cake is good. Eggs, yeah? We know eggs. And then cookies. We like cookies. Okay, good. Anyway, egg kind of fits in there because we use egg for cake and cookies. Okay, next one, meats. We have chicken. Yeah, we like chicken, okay. And salmon. Anyone like salmon? Okay, good. That's my neck of the woods. I'm from Washington State originally, so salmon is more common. All right, and beverages. Coffee. Starbucks, anyone? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, so coffee. Yeah. And wine. Yeah, okay. one person. Okay, that's okay. I like wine too. All right, so those are kind of our terms, okay, that we're going to start with. Okay, next we're going to get into an activity. So what I want to do, if you look here on the board, we've got some of our food groups that we just talked about, okay? So this is an opportunity for you to kind of remember what we just talked about. We recognize our food groups. I'm kind of giving you those. What I'm going to do is I'm going to split you up. We don't have an exact even number, but we can kind of flip-flop. Jesse can kind of be on both sides. It'll be your wild card. But what we're going to do is I'm going to call off one of these, okay? And what I want you to do is I want you to do a tick next, like you can do a, one of these or an X next to the food group, and then show me which one it is, okay? So whoever does it for each side the fastest, that will be a point. Does that make sense? So Charity, okay? Yeah, she'll be working with me. So somebody, can somebody call off one of these? Do we know what one of these is, or do I need to remind you? Okay, chicken. Call for chicken.
The chicken?
Chicken. Okay, so what we would do, so we have to show where does chicken go. So we do it. So we do a tick here. So just a tick over it, yeah, like that. Okay. Whoever does it the quickest, and then where does chicken usually go? What group does it fall under? Meat. Okay. So then. Yeah. Okay. So obviously she was just learning, but the point is when we're doing this in real time, you want to go as fast as you can. Okay. Without hurting your partner. But we're on opposite teams. Okay. Any questions? You look a little confused, Jesse? Do you understand? So what are we doing first? We're identifying these, right?
Yeah.
And what are we ticking? Where are we putting a little check mark?
And what it is called?
Right, Daisy. So what if it's meat, it's going to be chicken, right? And chicken falls under, what do you think, Tiffany? What group falls under meat, right? Does that help, Jesse? Does that make sense? Okay, cool. So we'll start again. So that was kind of a freebie. So we'll start with Jesse. We'll flip you since you already kind of. Okay, and actually, yeah, we'll go this way. Okay, so I'm going to call. So you guys get on your feet. You can start here. Okay, there'll be a little race here. Don't hurt each other. Okay, so I'm going to call a food, and you're going to go to the board, tick, tick, okay? All right. Cookie. Okay, so this is team one. So let's put one. Let's put one for team one on the left. Yep. And let me just put team one. So we have one. We have two. Okay. Good. Okay. Good. So you can put the markers down. Hand it to the next person. Let's try it again. All right. So next, we'll start with Tiffany and Daisy. And Jesse, you can kind of flip. You can be on the other team now since you went on the other side. Okay. Ready? Next we have, ready? Oh, get the markers first, sorry. That's too difficult. All right, ready? And coffee. All right. I missed it. Who was first on that? Was that Daisy or, okay, that was Tiffany? Okay, so another for team one. Okay. All right, we'll go one more. Actually, we'll do two more. This way there's a chance for a tie, okay? All right, who's up next? We've got... Okay, wait. Oh, actually, Jesse, because you're on the other side. You're a wild card. Okay. Jerry and Jesse, ready? Apple. Ooh. Okay, so actually that was for team two though. You were playing for team two because you just. So we have one for team two. All right. Okay, good. So, good job. So, do we see now the different food groups, right? Okay, we understand. So, what's an example of a vegetable? Actually, we didn't cover that one yet. Anyone? A carrot. Good. Does anyone remember the other one that's not on the board that was also a vegetable?
Onion.
Onion. Good. Good. Okay. All right, there's that. Now this next one, I'm going to need another couple of volunteers because this is going to be a little bit more complicated. So I need some volunteers. Do you have some volunteers? Anyone? Daisy? Okay. Yeah. Tiffany? Okay, so what we're going to do, we have a blindfold. Okay. So, but there's a couple of other elements. So we're going to set up, can I get some helpers? Let's bring our desks sort of to the front, but give some room, okay? So let's start with just two desks, just for the example's sake. And let's clear off the desks if we can. Okay? Yeah, just so the desks are clear. Yeah, nothing on the desks. Yeah, because we're going to use them. All right. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so we have, these represent two shops. Okay, so anyone ever go to the mall? The mall? Yeah. Okay. They have what kind of things do we find food-wise at the mall? Anyone? Does anyone know? What type of food do we see at the mall? Do we see anything on our list here? Do we have desserts?
Yeah.
Maybe? Okay. Drinks, possibly? Okay. Meat? Is there meat? Okay, there's meat. Okay. So what you're going to see here is we have well, just so they can see it better. We have two shops. We have a meat shop and a beverage shop. Okay? So these are our two shop owners. Okay? Yeah. Now, what's going to happen, Tiffany and Daisy, who wants to be blindfolded? Anyone? Okay, ready? It's okay. Everyone will get a chance. So what's going to happen, she's going to get blindfolded, but before she does, she's going to come over here. Alright. Let me make sure I have the right one. Yeah, that works. Okay. So she's not now, we'll just assume for the moment, you can come here before you put on the blindfold tip. So she's gonna have a card. You can look at this. Okay. So you know what it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So she's not gonna know what the shops are. But once she knows the card, she'll put the blindfold on. Okay, you can put it on. Now what Daisy is responsible for doing is, remember, I think it was one of our last class sessions, before this unit, we talked about directions. We talked about going from one place to the other, right? So Daisy's going to use basic directions: forward, backwards, left, right. And she's going to tell Tiffany where to go, okay? So she'll get to the shops. Now these two shop owners, what your responsibility is, you need to listen to her description. You can say things like, it's round, you know, it's maybe, it's sweet, good thing, things like that, right? And if you hear these things and you can look at the cards underneath here, if they are like anything that you have inside here, this is what you have in your shop. If they are like any of these objects, then you can try to direct her to you, okay? And say, oh, I have it at my shop, okay? And then you're responsible for making sure she can find how to get to the shop. Because you don't tell her how to get to you. Okay, we'll try it. Okay, so first things first, you're gonna say well, start here. Start. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so you're gonna direct her to the shops, okay? I'm gonna be on this side. Direct her to the shops.
Take 3 steps forward. One more. Maybe 2.
Okay, good. That's good. Yeah. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to describe, Tiffany, what you're looking for at the shops. Okay?
Oh, okay. It's a kind of food. This is a kind of animal, marine animal.
Okay, so just keep it simple.
Oh,
Okay?
animal, yeah.
And describe, maybe more the like we talked about, what is it shaped like, things like that. Yeah, is it taste? Yeah.
Easy.
So now you have to describe if you have something that sounds like that. Something from your lips.
So I need to describe it.
Right. I have something that is maybe an animal, or I have, right?
I have something. Seafood. Yeah.
Don't go that specific, but just say, so she said an animal. I have an animal, right? Is seafood an animal?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I have an animal.
Okay, good.
And it's the animal didn't have feet.
Okay, now, so the one other thing she needs to do, she gives that, and then you're going to add something else. Tiffany will add something else, right? So it's an animal, so it asks maybe one other question.
It's kind of long.
Yes, it's long. And
So yours is more of a yes/no. Yes, I have something that's long, or no, I don't have something that's long. Keep it simple over here, okay?
yes, I have something long.
Okay, so do you want to buy here, Tiffany? Do you think she's got what you have?
Can I ask questions?
Well, for the sake of example, we'll just stop here. But do you think that she has it, or do you think the other shop might have it?
I think she has it.
Okay, is that true?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so you can take the blindfold off. So that, I know that's a little complicated. We're going to try it again, okay, with new people. Okay. So we're going to start with. Why don't we start with 2 shops for now? Okay, I'm going to give you different shops. Let's switch our shops. Okay, and shop owners. So if you haven't been up here, so Jesse, let's get you out here. Thanks. So this time we have a vegetable and fruit shop and a bakery shop. Okay. All right. And Cherry, why don't you be? Do you want to be blindfolded?
Of course.
Okay. And 2 didn't go. So actually, why don't we swap? So you were sitting here last time. Yeah. So why don't we put Daisy there as the shop owner? And Grace, you will be directing Cherry, okay? All right, so let me make sure I've got something for the list that's going to work. Okay, first, before you get blindfolded, come over here. All right, before you get blindfolded. Okay, so you're going to look at your card. You know what that is? Okay, so remember that. Okay. Direct her to the shops. Ready?
Turn left. Turn left. And go straight 1, 2, 3 steps. Maybe 3 big steps. Yeah. Go. One more. Yeah. Big? Yeah. Go. Okay.
Okay, so now, Jerry, what you need to do is you need to describe something about what you're looking for, okay?
Yeah, I want something to eat.
Okay, so these are all food shops, so that much we know. Okay, that's your freebie.
I want something like a round.
Okay.
Yes, I have something now.
I want something sweet.
Yes, I have something sweet.
I have something round and sweet too.
Oh my god.
Ah, good.
Maybe it can be soft, maybe it can be crispy.
I have something that can be soft and crispy.
Do you have?
Okay, so just for the sake of this, so we can move forward, why don't we just leave it to 3? Okay, so she's already said 3. So make your decision, Cherry. Do you think you know which shop?
Yeah.
Okay, point out which shop you think it is.
That is.
To your right, you think that's the shop? Is that correct? Let's see. What does she have?
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
All right, good job, good job. Okay. All right, I think we have time for one more. Okay. So let's see. We can switch up the roles. So who wants to be a shop owner? Okay, Tiffany. Tiffany will be shop. Here we go. Daisy, you want to be blindfolded this time?
Sure.
Okay. So Daisy will be blindfolded, and
I think it's
there we go. All right, and let's switch up our shops. This time we're going to do, what do we have? We got vegetables. We guess the sides. We're going to go back to beverages. We'll keep that one. That's fine. Okay. All right, and before, Daisy, before you get, you're gonna look at one of these, okay? All right, so let me check again. Oh, there we go. Okay. Got it? Okay. So Cherry's going to direct.
go maybe 3 steps. Have 1, 2, 3. Okay.
I have something that is orange.
I have
Yes.
something orange.
Ah.
I have something that has a stem.
So can we use another word maybe? They don't understand what stem is? Yeah, what's something similar to that?
When you bite it, it's hard.
Oh, I have something with stem.
Yeah, I have something with that.
Ah, one more question then.
It is a vegetable.
I have vegetable.
Okay, we'll accept that one, that's fine. Okay, so which shop do we think it is? Okay, and what object do we think it is? Do we know?
Carrot.
Is it a carrot?
Yes.
Okay, good job. All right, so good job with the activity. So I hope we have a better understanding. What were some of the, let's start, maybe one final thing. What was one thing that we really enjoyed about this last activity? What was something that was fun? Anyone? Something that was fun?
Being blindfolded.
Say again?
Being blindfolded was kind of exciting, not knowing what's in front of you.
Okay, the challenge, yeah. What was something that was difficult from this last activity, do we think?
We have different things but with similar shapes,
Ah.
similar color.
Yeah.
Difficult for the blindfolded person.
Right, so that means that we really have to think about how to use our limited vocabulary, right? We have to figure, and in one case we just had where Daisy, we need to modify a little bit because not everyone understood the same term, right? STEM. So, yeah. And do we know what a STEM is now?
Yeah.
What is a STEM? Cherry?
The carrot.
Can we help her out? What do you think?
So we can translate this term.
Okay.
The image shows it.
Yeah, so this is the stem here. See? Good, Daisy. Yeah, so this is the stem. So it kind of grows, yeah? Okay? All right. Well, good job, everyone. Good job, participating.